5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to battle. Fnatic's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Turn to ban. Fnatic's turn to ban.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again. We're here in the MDL Disneyland Paris Major. It is all happening right now here on the other side of the group. It is Group D. It is Fnatic facing off against OG. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Lacoste, and we are finally into this game. I've been waiting for it for a while, but it's finally here, man. Fnatic OG, how do you feel?
Hello, sir. We've been waiting for a couple of hours. I mean, we were waiting, watching the other teams have prepared, and now it's time for Fnatic and OG. We did not see too much out of we're gonna call old/new OG, and they are looking better. Not get much info.
10
so
seconds
OG style
remaining.
has been pretty much the same. I'm pretty
5 seconds remaining.
Definitely. I mean, I think that we have still seen similar type of Dota to what they were running in the qualifiers. I mean, that's what we're expecting to see at least. I don't think you can really count the OpenAI 5 finals, which they played. That was like a weird aberration. Really, the last time that we saw OG before this was at the Starladder Minor, and that was with when they had LTW. They lost to Old Book Gold there. And then, of course, now they're able to beat out the final tribe and actually make it to the major. OG remaining. Back on a major. It's happening. Oh, lordy. But it is going to be up against a tough opponent. Fnatic, they are incredibly strong right now, and their results have been getting better each and every tournament that they've been going to. At KL, they were 7th, 8th. CQ, they were at 5th, 6th. ESO won Katowice. They actually got 4th. They got knocked out by OG at that point, the LTW edition. And then most recently at Dream League, they took a game off of VP, but in the end, VP knocked them out, and they were able to secure 3rd place. So Fnatic, a team on the rise, trying to face an OG who are trying to get back on their feet.
I agree. I also have to be honest. I've been underestimating for a bit. I always thought they're gonna drop out of the tournament earlier than I expected. That did not happen. They are actually really strong. This insta picking and what Bane, that's
crazy.
Sign. That's an extremely good sign. It means we played against Drow Ranger. We know how to play again. No surprise the Drow Ranger is being picked right now. This hero deals way too much damage. Also, compared to Drow Ranger, new one. The old one, she farmed so much faster, and you can get that much bullet in the lane, even if it does, still on top.
Well, and I had thought that it was going to be a situation where you cut that farm in half with Drow, because, all right, you're taking out one of the agent stacks. That way she can't do both of them simultaneously, but she doesn't need to. Just go farm the triangle, and that's all good. But yeah, you mentioned that Enigma. Obviously, this is a DJ special. This is what this guy loves to run. He's got a bunch of signature heroes. And the way that I kind of think about Fnatic is like, they kind of have this big three. You've got Abed, you got Ice, and you have DJ. And at various points in their careers, I think each of them has been thought of as like the best player in the world. You know what I mean? They're insane.
I gotta say, I think Abed is one of their weakest players. I don't want to take anything away from him, but I'm praising the other 4. They were stepping up. At one point, Abed was just a mid-beat. As you mentioned, one of the best players in the world, but I feel like he needs to change them. And DJ is one of my favorite positions, because that guy always finds farm. That could be a problem, but it's also a good side for Fnatic. all of their cores plus a DJ. They always get a lot of farm.
5 seconds
And
remaining.
you know, Jabs is there also. That's pretty much what we can say about him. He hangs out, he plays Bane, he plays you know, the ogre, whatever he needs to play. He's that guy that just sort of sits there. Now on the other side, we do have OG able to pick up the Nature's Prophet, a no-tail special in his own right. This is one of the heroes that he's gone to pretty consistently. We've obviously seen the Abaddon from him as well. I'm happy that they moved away from that because I felt like that was the first time where I really saw Miscoil start to get abused was in the qualifiers for this tournament. But it felt like he was overdoing it
a bit too much. He was spamming it every single off cooldown, even second time. Look at this Broodmother being banned out in the second. Like a lot of the teams came prepared. They were playing against Broodmother and OG banning Nagasar. What a time to be alive.
I know, it's crazy. This is their old bread and butter way back in the Illusion days. But that has been long ago at this point. Yeah, I guess that, you know, you're playing against Ice. He's very well known as a Brood player. And I always feel like when you go to these big tournaments, there's those couple of days where you see teams scrim against each other, and then the prioritization of what heroes to ban out changes so rapidly. Where you just need to be prepared for those Broodmothers that can come out and against a Drow Ranger. What are you supposed to do? You don't really have that much to handle it. So we'll see how it goes.
See the clear difference the way tier 1 teams pick, the way teams pick during the Dota pick.
Right.
What they prioritize. Drow Ranger is still here, but the very different openers. Doom is still in the pool. No one is getting good. Doom now.
Fnatic's turn to pick. OG's turn to
yeah, I guess that's probably because that was a minor and this is a major. You got some better teams that are coming out to play in this one.
This is the hero that I like very much, especially against the Nation Prophet. AoE silence it rid of us. And it allows you to play fast. Drow Ranger, you're also
10 seconds remaining.
Her farm, very important. Farm, you
5 seconds
do
remaining.
anything threatening a kill when they're farm more safe.
Yeah, and I think that the idea that I'm a little maybe concerned about is you got a couple of long duration cooldowns on these ultis. You know, Night Stalker, very long cooldown, Dark Black Hole, obviously. Bane's probably one of the shorter ones, but I guess that you can say with any one of those they can fight. So they only need to commit one ulti. And man, picks are coming fast and furious. Pango into Ember. Ember the classic. Ana Ember. Let's go. Oh, wait, no. Abed.
Hey,
excuse me.
Right,
I didn't say it. Get away.
Ana Ember is not going to be played this game. So
thank you.
10 seconds remaining.
See what the OG wants to get even more damage. They needed a hero that built some tanky aura items, and that's going to be I feel like you can't go 5 range heroes with Drow lineup. It always feels bad to have to play that aura at all.
10 seconds
It's true.
remaining.
Yeah, I guess though that you're looking at this now and like
5
it does
seconds
feel like that
remaining.
group up, take towers. Man, I don't know. So the way that I feel about OG is that there's some games where they just roll their opponents and it feels like the game is over at 15 minutes. And then the game is actually over at 20 minutes. Like they call GG. And it feels like that's the way that OG is trying to play this. Just put the pedal to the metal, try and pressure down towers with Nature's Prophet TPing in, group around that Drow Ranger. Do you think Fnatic have what it takes to deal with that type of pressure?
You mentioned 2 big cooldown. If they misplay around
OG's turn to ban.
They can fight all the time. No cooldowns at all, which off their lineup. Also, a lot of Roche potential.
Very easy to just sneak into there, whether it's, you know, a smoke up play and then they can take it before Fnatic could even respond, or, you know, possibly just walk in and say, come and fight us. We don't even care. Although that's probably a little bit more scary with the Enigma potentially in tow. But OG taking their time with this last ban. They have the pick afterwards, obviously, as well, to set themselves up. What does their draft need as a last pick? What sort of boxes does it need to check?
Depends on who's going to play the Pango. I assume it's going to be a mid Pango, but they could still use one of the B heroes. I love the ban from Morse.
OG's turn to pick.
Okay.
Yeah, their lineup is extremely weak. That's it.
Fits the bill. We've seen many teams lose to an Abed Meepo.
Maybe they're a bit limited with the catch potential.
Okay.
Against Ember Spirit, Night Stalker, these two are very versatile heroes. Hard to actually catch. They have walk.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Enchantress.
Oh.
Last pick. Usually
it's No Tail that plays the Enchantress.
It might actually be a core Enchantress. The attack speed that throw aura. I would not be.
Okay, I could dig it.
Because this hero can scale so well. They don't have any heroes that deal with Enchantress.
5 seconds remaining.
They don't have anything that has high attack speed like Night Stalker during the
Templar Assassin. Choose your hero.
He is going to be the last pick.
Interesting. Very interesting. TA last. Against what we're expecting to be, I still like the idea that you said of the Pango mid. And it looks like it's going to actually be the Seb Nature's Prophet instead. So they want to stick No Tail on the Enchantress. They waited to see what the Fnatic lineup picked first before they went in. And we'll see how they go for this. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I kind of like the idea that you said of the Enchantress core more so than the Nature's Prophet. What do you think the benefits are to this?
Well, Enchantress has Ember Spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
The Nature's Prophet will build into
5 seconds remaining.
The tanky items, lads, for the team, pipe necessary, maybe Crimson Guard, and the Thompson and Vengeables. They are swapping things around.
Okay.
Give farm priority to Venge.
All right. Jerax, Pango, hype. Let's go.
Fake hype. I've seen eHome during the last minor. They played Pango as 4. I've seen a couple before that. I'm still not convinced, but somehow you manage to survive through the good stage. You don't need that many items.
Okay.
You will get farm eventually. With the levels, with Swashbuckle being level 4, you can easily kill the creep waves, and always his ulti, where you can fight in those small areas where you can bounce off, especially the Roche Pit.
Yeah, it's interesting too, though, because you mentioned like the Flame Guard from MP being able to be dispelled by No Tail. On the one hand, that makes me think, okay, maybe you put the Enchantress in that lane, but on the other hand, I don't know if Enchantress can really live in that lane if they bring down the Bane. Like, Enchantress trading hits with Bane doesn't sound great either, because Brain Sap is a good amount of damage for like a very low HP pool. We'll have to see, as I have my hotkeys sorted out here. Oh, of course. Flash, Wunderbar, and boom shakalaka. We're in there. Lacoste, my man. Game number 1, OG versus Fnatic. We are in the 3rd series of today. Is there a draft that you like more? We sort of hummed and hawed around it, but do you like one of these more than the other?
Continues.
It's hard to guess because OG's lineup can snowball so easily to have a good laning stage, and a lot of pressure needs to be put on the mid lane. They can somehow cut down the Templar Assassin.
Just what I need.
Snowball as well. The thing about Templar Assassin is if you can take their tier 1 tower early, get so much the Venge, Draw Ranger Aura, they could easily do it.
Okay.
Pushing the TA back to her side, then you know that she's gonna farm for 8. It opens up the for you.
Well, it's going to be something to watch indeed, is how those rotations come out from Seb if he decides to make a move early and maybe even give a little bit more space over to Jerix. You know, if Seb turns into this ganking Nature's Prophet at a little bit of a later stage, that could be really strong. No Tail, I don't think it's going to really put that much pressure onto this Night Stalker, who's the double Stout Shield just running at him. And this is one of the things I'm a little concerned about. When there's a proc, it's just nothing. There's just little damage.
He also has a ring of green. Yeah, just...
The battle begins.
Out of there, buddy. Taking those right clicks. But they will pick up the bounty runes, and it looks like it's going to be an even trade-off there. 2 apiece. We hop into this game and laning stage. Hopson Vengeful Spirit against the TA. Likely no kill potential unless there's rotations.
Well, I would not say that, because Hopson always plays aggressive, overextends, either look like the best player in the game or just how did he die like that? Because
right.
He has 308.
Yeah, it's true. And they already have Fairy Fires apiece, so maybe going to try and see if he can go for an outplay here onto Abed. You did mention Abed as one of the players that could potentially be a weak spot right now for Fnatic. But we'll have to see. In this bottom lane, it's going to be a trade of regen, as Seb has all of his treants out there and going to try and just punch into this Bane. Doesn't love to play against it since you can't really buy a Stout Shield on Bane. That's also true. How effective that would be. But yeah, picking up this early point right now, Sleight of Fist, just to get a little bit of extra harassment out there. But these trees are going to stack up and continue to keep the pressure onto the support of Fnatic.
And DJ's farming the enemy kill, because he knows that the way OG plays always have heroes that harass and they play. Usually it's with Derek. Still decides.
I think he's going to. He did pick up a Wild Wing Ripper, which makes it not the easiest to move in there and pressure, but DJ actually already has level 2. And getting that level 2 pretty valuable now against this Enchantress, who is going to try and keep the pressure on, but we'll see if she can keep herself out of harm's way. As all of these Eidolons have spawned, she takes over Mind Stealer and is going to keep on going for the mana burn on the DJ. Yeah, that's real frustrating. That's actually a great creep to pick up there.
No one likes to play against Hunt's mana burn. He used already. Armor parity. No, they were doing a good job. Just besides that, they always have someone to harass them. You want to delay that Helm of the Dominator is responsible. Usually with this in the jungle. 8 minute mark and the Hunt player he is, and then he rotates, try to grab a kill, usually the offlaner is
Uh-oh, jabs down bottom. Not sure if he didn't see the salve or what, but he went a bit too far, and that is going to be first blood drawn by Seb. In his home country, playing for his home country, makes it happen.
It's really not fair, he has full field advantage.
It's okay though, it's a mitigated. But
has Light Zone, Jarek has Ultra Venom. A lot of kill potential. Also Jarek. Blocky shot, hit rocket, chance. Duration. Angle here.
They'll never find the
so far, it's just a lot of damage there again from MP, taking multiple points in the Sleight of Fist. It's been kind of the go-to build recently. It's top lane. Again, they move in onto this Night Stalker, but with the double Stout Shield, they aren't really doing all that much to him. Getting body blocked though by his own creeps, and that might be enough now. He does pop the stick charges, and that's going to keep him alive. Switch over to the Tangos.
Barely survived. Nice body block from No Tail.
But it does kind of bring up that question again of like, now with DJ basically having a free time for himself, is this a scary position to be in? Is okay, they lose. Okay. How did Enchantress die?
Look at you all day.
You should not die against Night Stalker. During the daytime, it's one of those Sega moments.
It's for the clarification. That's how he died, Papega. Well, No Tail's back in the mix now. Has himself a creep. We'll be able to take out that ward as well, which probably was part of what helped him to secure that kill. But this does mean it's a full wave underneath tower for Night Stalker as we get close to that 5-minute mark in the first nighttime. Bottom lane.
Dire's middle tower
Trying to keep the pressure on. Jerax able to get over and steal away the bounty rune and takes down Jabs, but will lose his life for the cause.
Stalker's playing aggressive on the top lane, but there's way too much damage from Alpha Wolf and Raw Ranger. Get those down.
He's just gonna go for No Tail instead, trying to bring him down. Did he do his math well enough? Yes, indeedy. And could think about just turning onto that courier, but they have the courier on move command, and the courier ganked him. All right.
Problem is mid lane is in favor of PA, 10 more CS and 15 more deny. Pretty huge. Level 6 has a trap. Don't have any sense boards in mid right now.
Again, a slightly chaotic early stage to this game. I guess that's what's going to happen if you have this Nature's Prophet, and obviously Night Stalker likes to run around all over the place. Does look like Seb in the meantime farms out this lane 1v1 against MP, who is probably the core that's having the hardest time in this game. 24-3 right now.
In the rotation, DJ with that common denominator, siege creep. Now they want to put the. They'll have 3.5 minutes to nighttime.
My sprites are with us.
Trying to create a little bit of separation, but he has his chainmail now as well. Almost 1,000 HP on this Night Stalker. They pull the creep wave past, getting the Eidolons onto the tower, while simultaneously hitting with that Helm of the Dominator, but it gets turned around now. No Tail able to seal away that catapult, and that's actually enough to at least keep the tower alive for a little while. Ana tries to TP out of there. No more Void.
Oh, he needed 1 second. Actually, if he had Void level 3 and level 2, extra second last cooldown. Bottom lane, Native Prophet is level 6. He's getting a lot of farm. 47 CS, 17.
Yeah.
OG's lineup at 140. They're looking to group up once they have flags, once Raw Ranger gets a couple of items. Vengeful Artillery will have Vengeance Aura Max. That's gonna be. Also, they can grab the Alpha Wolf with the Enchantress.
Yeah, they've been keeping one nearby pretty consistently, just keeping their eyes on those Alpha Wolves. But it does sort of bring up the question of, you know, how do you deal with the simultaneous pressure that Fnatic is going to bring to them? They have this Helm of the Dominator already. They show up with No Tail. Brain Sap can't get within range of the Nightmare, though. And instead, they take over the Alpha Wolf of their own and now trying to make this fight work. But Bane is just going to go down. So Fnatic give away another kill, 4-4. Contentious early game. What do you think is the point where we're really going to start to see some separation between these teams? Well, I guess some of it might be the first ulti usage by Night Stalker. Just brings down that Enchantress. Nowhere left to go.
You know that Raw Ranger will fall back and he'll have
Dire's structures are fortified.
kill some beast creeps, and right now Fnatic's lineup looks strong. They have Helm of the Denominator and Enigma level 6 does not have enough Black Hole in nighttime for a minute and a half. Pressure is down. Also, PA is getting a lot. Farm Jerax.
Kind of had away there. Ice is just all over the place right now. He just is literally running at all of them. And I don't know if he really cares that much about them chasing him. Has the phase boots afterwards and walks away. 4 heroes up in the top lane, and they can't chase down this Night Stalker, who literally just walks away from them all.
I wonder what the Night Stalker's gonna do. I feel that having Vlad and Crimson Guard, they can farm it so much out of value. against Venge, Drow Ranger, extra armor, so much damage.
It's real nice. Venge is level 7. Yeah?
MP on the bottom. Middle of CS chart, still recovering because of the bad laning state, as expected. I mean, Ember Spirit, every time I see Ember being played on the safe lane, it was like... I'd like to give you a tip, Gabe, switch the network right now. 5,
Oh, yeah.
4...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, let's see. We got a couple of them. Back and forth. And Fnatic should be able to get this other one here. Unless OG make that rotation. We'll see. Oh, Jerax finds his man. Has the roll afterwards, but the Nightmare trying to interrupt jabs is going to keep his life this time. Yeah, 5 to 4. That was
shortest black hole in the history. He's walking not to be happy after the
Oh, it's not a good one. Indeed. But they do get the Night Stalker away afterwards. At least for the moment. He's still sticking up here. You'd love to be able to keep this tower alive, but it looks like the pressure is going to start to come from OG now.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Well, 11 minutes in, and OG have secured their first tower of the game. Night Stalker wanting to run into Jerax here. He does not have Crippling Fear, though. Means he can't stop the swashbuckle away.
And it's been time. 4 minutes. Much in the right view. This is good. Our OG lineup.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
4 points in Freakin. Vlad. Vengeance Aura is level 4. Drow Ranger is level 4. Dallas.
And this is just those 4 heroes. Well, the whole time, Ana can kind of get a little bit of farm off in the jungle. They move in, get the slowdown onto TA, but don't want to chase it that much further. And this is kind of what we talked about. Do Fnatic have the tools to deal with this death bolt? Because that's really what's coming at him. And right now, OG are saying, let's just walk into Roche. DJ used Black Hole earlier. It's still on cooldown for 100 seconds. They're ready to take Roche. This is really hard to deal with now. Sleight of Fist, a maybe way to open it up to get some roots there on a no-tail, but the swap to pull him back in, the stun not going to connect because he wasn't able to get the remnant out of there. Down to a follow-up stun, the silence as well. Ahmed can't stay here. He's going to get caught by Jerax. Over to the side, the roll back, forth, and through. They have the Fiend's Grip, but it's not good enough, and DJ can only throw down the Midnight Pulse. But Fnatic just lost 3.
Vlad for keeping Vengeful Spirit alive with like healing, promise, verifier if needed. Drow Ranger is level 10. Roche will go down. I thought we were going to talking about the OG line. They need to use big ulti cooldowns outside of Fnatic. Pop the black hole, then see if anything does. The OG realize. Go straight to the Roche.
Aura Strat's still alive and well in 2019. And it is very hard to deal with this pressure. And you've also got all the little things, right? Like Jerax picking up the spirit or the urn now, so he can kind of keep the sustain going after the first initial fight happens. You've got a lot of pieces to this OG draft that are just ready to roll constantly. And Seb's even picked up a Maelstrom so that way he can push the lanes more quickly and keep the pressure on. It's Danger Town.
Lineup where it's going over to build the Aura move up S5, but the use not to miss. Even though they can't do well into a late game, it feels like whoa! See that?
How did she die so quickly?
He's just doing sideways perfectly.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, now they have their own split push coming in, and Fnatic, you'd be able to get that blink away. Abed keeping his life alive. They're going to take out both of those traps afterwards. So Pango gets the deny on the tower. Tier 1 towers are not long for this world. There's only one more left. OJ gets the invis. They drop down a sentry, but they won't be able to make it happen.
Everyone is contributing.
Oh my god.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
From the Urn of Shadows. One Spangler for more sustain. Second guy, once again, Abed. Now nice up a little bit.
And Black Hole down bottom. They find the kill onto the Venge. So multiple kills across the map. Fnatic able to take down both of them as they get ready to contest for these bounty runes, and looking for more. They found themselves. The Drow Ranger does have that Aegis. All right, No Tail is back up in 5 seconds, but I don't know if he can get back here in time. So the rest of OG need to be able to keep Ana alive throughout this. Jarek's trying to go in for the roll. Can they make it work? They're going to roll through onto 2, but Amity gets the blink away over to the other side, and that makes sure they get the kill onto Drow. And now Jarek just needs to run and get out of here. MP does have enough mana for chains, but not enough for Slight. Didn't hit it.
Maybe if he popped the drums, could have chased, get some more movement speed. Change it. They lost the Aegis on Drow Ranger. They need to stick together because they are split. They will get picked up. TA, Stalker, top of flag.
The classic Kale. Yeah, I mean, so this is what I was talking about before, that you watch those qualifiers that were leading up to this tournament, MDL, and OG were just completely dominating everybody that they ran into, it felt like. Where they would, like I said, the game felt like it was over at 15 minutes and the game was actually over at around like 20 to 25 minutes. And this, to me, I think is the difference, that even though OG still feel like they can win any fight where there aren't those ultimates, Fnatic are not rolling over and giving it to them for free.
You know what the
What's that? Thank you. I appreciate the clarification. Bottom lane. Ice. Can't quite find the sprout there, Seb.
It's really hard to game like that. Both plays. It's pretty hard.
Down.
It's gonna be a full Crimson Guard on a Night Stalker.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Armor. I mean, he's all the aura plays flat. Doesn't end probably as long. I feel like
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But they do need to get back to the base because there's pressure coming. All the treants in the world, they pop the drums, have the Dom creep there as well. The siege one, and the slowdown comes onto Ana. Was immediately able to interrupt that Griff. Really well played there by Ana to get the silence off first. And, well, Ice is in the middle of all of them, just trying to take through all of this damage. Can't Fnatic kill them off in time, or are OG going to destroy them all? They roll through. They find themselves another. Abed wants to get this kill desperately, but it is not happening. Still, OG only lose Ana, and they take down 3.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, what more do they have left in the tank? Black Hole is on cooldown for another 30 seconds. They have the Midnight Pulse. They're going to glyph the wave, though. OG want to finish this one off as quickly as possible, get themselves that Rax advantage. MP just trying to clear through these creeps as quickly as he can. They got to be worried about the swap play that can come out, though. It looks like they are going to leave it with tower just 90 HP left. And they're instead trying to find Jabs, who's TP'd back behind enemy lines. The Night Stalker's coming into this one as well. Do you really want to fight into all of this? They get the 3-man silence now, but it's a ton of damage coming out from the Enchantress. This position 5 looking more like a little bit of a 3. Can they kill him off in time? Yes, they do, but the Black Hole comes out. It's going to be interrupted. Ana there to save the day. They make it happen. They do end up losing Thompson, but Fnatic lost damn near everybody else. Jarex is going to die to one more hit. Abed is very large to charge here, but eventually it's the Seb ultra kill that ends it. Oh my goodness gracious. And in the hypeness of that moment, We ended up disconnecting from Discord, so I'm doing a solo cast right now, apparently. Let me get Lacoste back on the microphone, because OG just blew this game wide open. Granted, there is only still a little while left before these heroes start to respawn. It's so early into the game that you might end up losing out on more of your base if you're not back in time. They don't have a black hole available. They have Dark Ascension in 10 seconds if they can make it happen, but I'm not sure if it's going to be there enough in time. They lose this first set of racks. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Holy Toledo. Chase back the other direction. It's not going to be anything that Fnatic can do for the next couple of minutes. It's going to be a shrine taken, and Fnatic need to bide their time.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Man. Let me see if I can get my freaking computer fixed. Oh, unreal.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So 12 to 17, 3,000 net worth lead right now. I can call him on my phone and just hold his thing up to the microphone. Make it work. It feels like that next play is going to be around the next Roche, which is possible to respawn in about 40 seconds. Again, they get the slowdown there. Jerax, there was nobody else nearby, so he was just trying to force out that ulti, which he was able to get. A little bit of a bait play there by OG, and now with no more Dark Ascension, it does kind of open the path for them to take another fight again. Oh man, we really just broke the computer. Apparently I hit my desk too hard. The whole thing broke. 12 to 17. It might not matter because this game could be over before he even gets back. In 20 minutes, the swap comes in. They're able to find him already. There's no Dark Ascension. It's daytime bench. Might end up going down though. Thompson is going to fall, but they still have that illusion giving the Vengeance aura. Probably one of the better heroes that could have died at this point, as OG just want to keep this pressure onto the building. They're keeping the illusion alive. They're even using the urn on it to try and keep it up. But MP was able to finish it off with the Sleight of Fist. Now the chase forward. Abed wants to take down the catapult. Can't quite get it. They're going to go in with the next round. Roche respawns in about a minute. And it does look like we're still waiting. 4,000 gold lead. I mean, this is the thing that's so nuts about it, is that if Fnatic, you will have option to get in there and spot that they're taking Roche because of the side trap in there. And that's probably the best place that Fnatic could take a fight. Black hole in the pit, it's the way to be. And it looks like DJ gets himself a little bit more space to farm. He'll have his Blink Dagger at least for that next engagement. I'll also soon to have a Solar Crest done on Thompson. Night Stalker with the Blade Mail, you think about it. Oh no! Oh, Abed made the big play they needed him to right there. Gets the blink out, the haste, and was able to find the kill before Thompson could jump over the top of the cliff. Ana now in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have TPs, but he has the rest of his team nearby. I don't know if this is a fight that OG really want to take, though. The Dark Ascension comes out. They've already found the Silence onto 2. The Silence comes for the turnaround coming from Ana. The Black Hole, it's connecting, but it's not nearly enough. DJ was not able to find the Drow yet again. Swap back, pulls him out of position, and now Ana is free to just lay waste to all of them. They do find that secondary kill, but OG have lost 4, and MP lives. A hell of a play as this Darkseer, Night Stalker, runs back the other direction. MP wants to finish off the no-tail, but it's kind of scary. The double golem horrible there, they found it! And now he tries to jump away. MP in trouble, he needs to get the heck out of here. He doesn't have a TP either, but no-tail can't really afford to dive him. They are going to back out afterwards. Oh my god, no-tail with the micro. Those hurl boulders came so quick, he's just gonna walk into there. They get the chains, the slowdown came, he took off the flame guard, tries to run, gets the heal, and now jumps over to his remnant. Can they get Pango into position quickly enough? MP still doesn't have a TP for 20 more seconds. The roll coming from long range. Jerax, he wants to find his man. No-tail gives him the tip. Can they find it? The Spirit Vessel follow-up. They get their man. The chase, and don't be mad, comes from No Tail in the end. Oh, chat wheel. It's still strong, and that's so important because Ember's dead for 40 seconds, and Roche is up and available. Oh, no. Does not have buyback on this Ember Spirit, and they're just going to walk right into the pit. They don't have Black Hole again. They don't have Dark Ascension again, and this time they don't have their Ember. OG in a position to try and take this one down and potentially end this game off the back of the second Aegis. Sometimes these drafts are just easy as pie as they walk it down mid.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And still Discord is down. We're done with Lacoste. He's gone for now. We'll have him back next time, I promise. Seb is so farmed. 18,000 net worth on this Nature's Prophet right now. Has Mjolnir, Crimson Guard. He's about to have freaking AC on top of the Vlads. OG on top right now. And how do Fnatic deal with this? I mean, you've got a Yule Scepter now to deal with the silence that was coming out. The tough thing, and the thing that maybe could be a game changer here, is that DJ finally has that BKB. So the only person that he absolutely has to find in these chronos is going to be the Venge. But to be honest, even if he doesn't, like, Ana could potentially still kill him in the duration of a Black Hole if you don't catch Ana, regardless if he finds the silence or not. So Seb is going to back up now. They want to wait for that AC before they decide to go high ground.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
25 minutes and a 5,000 gold lead. Take a look at what Dota Plus win probability says. It's all the way up at 87% right now for OG. Feeling large and in charge. It's definitely not a chronosphere. That's definitely not what I meant to say. It's definitely a black hole. All right, one last run. Right now, they're wishing they had a chrono. DJ, gonna look for his opening. You can't commit it right now onto the Aegis carrier, though. So they get down one of the traps to strike to burn through the HP. Seb, not that much mana, but he is hitting rather hard. Try to burn through those refraction instances as well. The smoke comes out. DJ with the wraparound. Keep our eyes on them. Seb already moving over in a position to try and break the smoke that could come. No Tail is also in the area. They know that the only way that they lose this fight is if Thompson manages to get caught in that black hole along with everybody else. OG, Ana, just tearing through that Night Stalker. Now they need to wait for Night Stalker to heal back up before they can go again. DJ can't walk in there yet. He's still thinking about it. They're baiting it. They're tempting him right now. Moving into position. The slowdown comes again, but it's the full set of racks gone, and OG dealing too much damage too quickly. Fnatic. They will have their creep wave coming in. Oh, you're there. How's it going, man? Thank God.
I'm not sure what happened. I could not connect to my cord for some reason.
Me either. Yeah.
And, I thought I was solo casting for a moment. You probably didn't hear that, and probably.
Dude, look at this though. They're going in though. Ice, ice, ice. I mean, this feels like this fight is. Oh God, Abed. He gets the blink out of the Sprout though. It's gonna keep him alive for the moment. Root, Chase, DJ looking for an opening, but he's getting his blink canceled. Still trying to find Seb. Seb, he doesn't do anything. The BKB, it comes out the black hole. Is it going to be enough? They're doing a lot of damage to these guys with DJ in the midst of an MP there as well. They burn through the Aegis, but now Drow is coming back a second round. They had a buyback on the Bane, although they're still keeping this Night Stalker alive. It looks like OG are finally going to do it. They pull back in Ice, 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 and focus the tower.
Yeah, it feels like this is AG's fault by Fnatic. OG's lineup, it's gonna find it to big ultimate down inside of Fnatic, especially during the daytime. No thing. Are last, now these salt heroes, they're not dealing damage.